Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Armi Nuruddin bin Rosli. I'm from class NBO6B. Today, I would like to give speech about children should have a phone. When your children finally walk in the front door, you don't know whether to hug them or yell at them. You expected them home half an hour ago, and you were sick. I told you we were working on that group project today, they defend, as you launch into a lecture. We had to finish it. It's due tomorrow. Your children has a point, but you're still upset to having to worry. After you take a deep breath, you calmly let them to know that you are glad to see them. By next time, they need to call if they will be home late. Looking at you strangely, your child responds, "With what phone?" It turned out there was no landline where your children and their classmates were working. A similar issue came up a few weeks ago when their soccer practice location was moved and you didn't know where to pick them up. You begin to wonder if it's time to get your children a phone, but you don't want them to become addicted to social media or have access to game whenever they want. And you don't want them staying up late to text their friend. Children today may need cell phone earlier than parents think, but that doesn't mean they need the latest phone on the market. Let's break down how to know when your children need a phone, what kind to get, and how to set the boundaries around usage. There are a few reasons why getting a phone for your children can make life easier for everyone and also keep them safe. It can also teach your children responsibility as they learn to care for their phone, avoid losing it, and stay within their cell phone plan voice, data, and texting minutes. First, basic safety. It's important your children can reach you easily and immediately in an emergency. The extra sense of security and safety is probably one of the main reasons parents even consider getting a younger children a cell phone. This is especially true once they get to the point of spending time with peers unsupervised. But you have also want your children to be able to call you anytime something feels wrong, even if they are with another adult. Second, communicating with peers. Cell phones are a primary way to connect with others these days. Having a phone of their own may help children socialize and build friendship. Older children and teens may also use their phone to plan the schoolwork and social gathering, or even play games together. Phone can be a tool to promote social skills, such as using the FaceTime with friends and family. A positive parenting psychologist and licensed education board certified behavior analyst. Third, extracurricular activities. If your children participate in extracurricular activities, having a phone allows them to reach out you if you need it. For example, they may need to let you know about changes in schedule or location. This may be especially true towards the end of the sports season or school year when practice or studying are ramped up. While there are benefits surrounding both convenience and safety, getting a phone for your children might also present some downsides that are important to consider. First, effect of social media. Children with phone might end up spending time more on social media. Excessive social media use in teens has been linked to mental health issues such as negative self-image and increase in self-harm. Second, effect on sleep. Using screen before bedtime has been confirmed to negatively impact sleep. Sleep deprivation in children can be associated with lower processing speed and working memory. This means learning becomes more difficult for children who did not get enough sleep. Third, unlimited access to information. It seems like everything is on the internet. You may worry about your children stumbling across inappropriate content or reading about things in their own that you rather they learn with your guidance. Of course, phones are not the only way to children to find things that they should not, but access to this technology certainly make it easier for that to happen. 4. Distraction. We all know cell phones are a distraction for driver, but cell phone can also a big distraction for people crossing the street on foot, leading to the more accident and injuries. They can also be a distraction at school, while some schools allow cell phone for use at lunch or between classes, others ban them. Your children may not be able to have or use the phone during the time when they are most likely to be away from home. Fifth, behavior problem. Cell phone also put your children at risk of getting in trouble for sending, posting, or receiving inappropriate photo, or a children might make prank calls or be blamed for them if a classmate take their phone and use to make those inappropriate calls. What age does our children need a phone? There is no magical age where children are suddenly ready to get a phone. Parents need to decide when the time is right based on a few factors. First factor is practically. If having a phone will simplify your children's daily routine, then it may make sense to get one. If you always have to reach out to their coach to see what time you need to pick them up, or your children is always borrowing someone's phone to get in touch with you, maybe it's time to them to have a phone of their own. Second factor is responsibility. In order to be trusted with a cell phone, a children should already reliable, keep track of their belongings, and take a good care of them. Being responsible enough to have a phone also means that your children will use it wisely. If they can follow rules and respect boundaries and limits, they may ready for a phone. Third factor is supervision. Generally, a children who always has adult supervision does not necessarily need a phone. The adult, such as you, and after-school care provider might already be communicating with each other as needed. Once your children is spending unsupervised time with peers, getting a phone may become more necessary. Should you get a smartphone or starter phone? Smartphones are so much more than just a phone, or that's part of why it's easy to overuse them. If you do things your children will benefit from a phone, but you are concerned about them accessing too much social media and getting enough and not getting enough sleep, you can always get them a phone that's only call and text. To handle a smartphone, children need to be socially matured and be able to stop and reflect upon their action. Before they reach this point, I recommend of a flip phone or a starter phone instead of a smartphone. Setting boundaries around phone usage. Children and adults alike can benefit from boundaries on their screen time use, but children may need some extra help to set these boundaries and ensure that they adhere to them. Some children might be tempted to reach for their phone at all hours, so it may be wise for children to hold their phone overnight or until homework and chores are done. Some parents option to unplug the Wi-Fi after bedtime or even change the password. Some other ground rules you may consider. First, purchase a prepaid plan with a limited number of minutes so that you won't be faced with a lot extra charges. Second, download a GPS tracker apps into the phone or require your children to share their location so that you can easily find them when you need it. 3. Give the phone to your children only a certain occasion, such as when they might not be near another phone. In summary, getting a cell phone for the first time is now a milestone for children. If your children needs to get in contact with you during the day, getting them a phone may be a good choice. Consider getting a starter phone instead of smartphone as they have limited features and may protect kids from getting hooked on playing games or spending time too much on social media. That's all from me. Thank you.